Hello, beautiful ones. How are you doing? Sonia, the founder of Empowered Sovereign, wishing you love, wishing you peace, wishing you joy. Yes. All right, beautiful ones. In this video this morning, our esoteric essence reveals illusions. Now, I know that you have heard the word illusions, and who knows, you probably didn't take too much reverence in that word, but as I am here to share with everyone, like always, that everything is interwoven within the fabric of all reality. Okay, did you catch what I just said? Everything is interwoven within the fabric of all reality. Now, that's pretty amazing. It's pretty fascinating to know that. Everything, our esoteric essence, reveals illusions. And the biggest illusion that our esoteric essence reveals is that we are not separated. Okay? We are not unworthy, yet we are the infinite, encompassing heart, one heart. That is us. So just think of source. Just think of a electric socket. This is a good example for people to understand, which I know everyone really does understand. But at times we have to paint the picture for some, because some may not get it. And that's okay. So just think of an electric socket that you plug into the wall. When you plug that socket into the wall, that's the source. Okay? That's the source of your energy. Okay? The source of your energy. So now let's take that cord. Let's take that plug. Let's add an extension cord to it. Now, this extension cord has many extensions, meaning hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. But none of those extensions can work unless it's plugged into the main source. Okay? So that is us. That is us, beautiful ones. So the illusion is that it's not us. That's the illusion. The reality is that we are the fractals. We are those extensions of source. So we all come from source. Okay? You got that? So if we all come from source, that means we all have the same intelligence. We all have 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, a heart, a brain, toes, fingers, blood flowing through our vessel, our human vessel. So we all have the same things. Our physicality is just that. So what makes us so unique and great and magnificent and special is because we have free will. We have the opportunity, dear ones, to express our own selves as an individual. So when you express yourself as an individual, that is how you state your claim. You make your mark in history because you are doing it in your way. Frank Sinatra said it best. I did it my way. So the same with us. We have to tap into our greatness, follow our heart so we can shine our uniqueness. Yes, because our uniqueness, beautiful ones, is our greatness. We're not meant to be like Susie, to be like John and Bob. No, who told you that? We are supposed to be our true, authentic selves. So, our esoteric essence, that is the mystical part of us, that once upon a time we were afraid to venture and learn about these parts. Wow, how laughable now, huh? How laughable that we did not want to know about ourselves. Because we have been taught through the conditionings to not question, to just follow the instructions like a robot. A robot, huh? Isn't that funny too? Isn't that ironic that we have robots now? Like really more than ever. I mean, we've had robots for a very long time, for decades we have. But the AI robotic scene is totally online. And yes, it is exciting. Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's exciting to create and play games and do all that stuff. Yeah, it's fun. In the middle of it being fun, are we forgetting ourselves? This is the question. In the middle of having fun, are we forgetting who we truly are in the middle of that? That's the question. So write that question down. Are you forgetting your true essence, that you are greater? And yes, I say greater than the robot. They make it seem like, oh, AI is the best and it can do this and it can do that. Of course it can. Yes, it can do all of what it says it can do. But does AI have a heart? No, it does not. Key into that. We have to stay in balance. We cannot lose our true selves to a robotic technology that collectively we have created for fun. And some of us have created it for their way of life because they don't have to work so hard now. Well, I'm here to share something with you. If you didn't know, we never had to work so hard. Okay. That was the illusion. We have never had to work so hard, but we did because we were taught that. Yes. At least here in America. Yeah. We were taught to work hard. Yeah. Struggle. Just work so hard that you don't even know what day it is. You don't even know if you're coming or going. Yeah, I know about that because I used to work very hard. And guess what? When I worked very hard, I became, in some moments, robotic. Yeah, just automatically doing what needed to be done, not having any type of feelings about it. Does that sound familiar, dear ones? Not having any feelings because I have to do all of this work and then go home, get some sleep, wake up and do it again, and then do it again the next day. You see how that works? Are we meant to live lives like that? Do you think we are meant to live lives like that every day? Waking up, doing certain things that is not resonating with your heart, and you do it over and over and over again, do you think that we are supposed to live our lives in that way? Now, we all have the will, we all have the choice to live lives the way we want to. Yes, we do. So I'm just putting these questions out there so you can ask yourself, because your esoteric essence, the mystery part of yourself, that subconscious part of yourself that you are unaware of 50, 60, 70% of the time, guess what? It's leading the show, it's leading your path. So if that part of you that you're afraid of, that you don't really know about, is leading your way, what does that say about you? What does that say? I'll let you answer that for yourself. But our esoteric essence, beautiful ones, is the part of us that wants to be seen, that is in the darkness at times, because we are unaware it is us. Yes. So we have to acknowledge that we have many layers of our esoteric selves. Okay? So we are here in 2026, but guess what? You are also in other time periods, such as 1952, such as 485 BC. I'm just randomly saying dates because we exist in all times and places and spaces. So the biggest illusion is that we're separated. Yeah. And then most of us will live our lives separated, not knowing that you're not separated, that you're one encompassing heart, that you are entangled with everyone's thoughts, everyone's actions, and everyone's beliefs. This is how we retrieve information, because our whole existence is information. We are a virtual library. We pick up information, we receive information, because we are receivers and transmitters of information. So, what is in your data bank? Yeah. What are you storing in your data bank? Are you backed up with old files? Old files that don't make a bit of sense in today's highly technological world, where you can talk to another person across the globe, okay? Where you can create things in a matter of minutes. So, our esoteric essence is the astrological blueprint of our characteristics, our emotions, our highs and lows. All of the planets, they affect us. Okay. So if you're fascinated with the planets, this is why. Because those planets exhibit your qualities, your characteristics, your traits. Guess what? Your gifts. The planets are, and they were created so each person can have a navigational viewpoint of ourselves. So, what is Jupiter, dear ones? Jupiter is a planet that gives exceedingly. in all areas of your life: wealth, health, knowledge. That's Jupiter. Exceedingly. And then Saturn is the disciplined teacher, helping us to mature spiritually, helping all of us to make the best decisions for ourselves. Yes, that is what Saturn is all about. The disciplined teacher, teaching us how to bring in harmony, how to be true to ourselves, right? How to see ourselves, how to see others. If we did not have these planets, I don't know how we would function, because we function because of the planets. Isn't that fascinating? So whenever you were born under your sun sign, that's your sun. That is how you shine your light. And then we got to add, of course, the moon, our moon sign, because that's our emotional waters. These are the characteristics, and it is a part of our esoteric essence. It helps us to understand ourselves for those who are seeking to learn more about yourself. That is what is happening. So your soul has guided you here so you can learn more and more every day about your esoteric self. Now, when I say your esoteric self, I'm not going into all of the folklore from the Kabbalah, any mysticism. I want you to focus on you. Focus on you as the esoteric essence, because you are the esoteric essence. You need to jot down and journal. Journal your sensations. Journal your emotional feelings. Journal your heartache. Journal your pain. Journal your happy times. Yeah. Journal. Because the more that you journal, dear ones, the more that will be revealed about your esoteric essence. And it will no longer be a mystery, because you're seeking. But as I say that, our essence is so deep and vast. It really is. It is infinite. So it is infinite. So you will never get to the end. There's no end to your expansion. There's no end to the depths of your soul, to your experiences. There's no end to it. No, there's no end. Remember, when you are in the darkness, just say you're in your room and you're breathing. You are with all of your aspects. And there may be some aspects that are within you that is afraid, literally afraid. So your aspects are within you and are guiding you and always with you, witnessing everything that you're doing, that you're thinking. So I'm here to let you know from your soul to not be afraid. To not be afraid of you, because it is you. You are this esoteric essence. And once you connect more with the mystical part of yourself, then you will understand that you are the universe, that you are the cosmic galaxy, that you are Jupiter. You're going to put it all together. And for me, it's fascinating because we're learning. We're learning that we are truly connected. Every one of us is connected. There's no separation. It is so laughable because I can just remember when I was a small young girl how the consciousness was always about separation. Yeah, it was always a hierarchy. There was always person, lives in this neighborhood. This person's smarter than you. This person's shorter than you. This person's taller than you. Like all of these things is really our strengths because none of us is meant to be the same. No, we're not. We are meant to be different. As a matter of fact, it is our differences that is our strength. So I embrace diversity because it is what makes our world so beautiful. Yes, it does. It makes it beautiful. So acknowledge your esoteric self. Don't be afraid of the dark because that darkness is you. You are in that darkness. You were born in the darkness. Every one of us. We cannot be afraid of ourselves. No, we cannot. So the more that we tap into those dark parts of ourselves, guess what? You can now begin to bring those aspects into the light, and they will no longer be dark shadow aspects. You see? That's how it works. Everything comes to the light, dear ones. Every single thing comes to the light. So remember that and see through the illusions because the only thing that is real is love. It is the love that you are. It is a presence. It's not doing anything. It's not saying anything. It is a presence. It is. Okay? So that is what matters. And everyone knows that that is what matters. But when the human part of us becomes attached to the byproducts, the stories, the hang-ups, the pain, then it makes it difficult for love to remain in your heart. It becomes hard for your heart to stay open because a vast majority have allowed for those stories to continue to exist. Now, we can no longer allow the stories that do not feed the richness of our heart. We just can no longer do that. Always pause. Always breathe. Do not rush at anything in life. If you catch yourself rushing, I'm letting you know you're out of alignment. You're out of alignment because you're rushing and there's no need to rush. Okay? It sounds very simple, right? But this simple thing that I'm telling you can change the whole trajectory. Yes, if you do not rush. There's no need to rush. Yeah, I'm being told to tell you that because I could tell you I see the collective rushing through everything. And I used to rush as well. So if you catch yourself rushing, you're out of alignment because it's not a race. There's nothing to rush about. That's the illusion. Okay? So this is what our esoteric essence is telling us today. Do not rush. Okay? Another thing our esoteric essence is telling us is to do not judge. What are we judging for? Because if you judge, you're judging yourself. Just letting you know that. So if you catch yourself judging somebody, just know that you're judging yourself. So if you're judging yourself, what are you judging yourself about? There you go. There's another question. So anything that you do to another person, you're doing it to yourself. Did you catch that? You're doing it to yourself. Whatever you do to another person, you're doing it to yourself. Because we are one. There's no separation. There's no trying to get anybody. And if you're trying to get somebody, you're out of alignment. Again, you're out of alignment and you just tipped your toe back into the illusion. Remember that. We are one encompassing heart that beats for everyone. This is why we feel sad. If something sad happens, we feel sad because we're sentient. We're feeling essences. We are in essence. All right, beautiful ones. Remember your esoteric self. Don't get caught up in all that folklore. Okay? If you are interested, of course, go ahead and read up on it. But what I'm sharing with you, your esoteric essence, is that you need to focus on you. I'm always going to tell you to focus on you. Because when you do focus on you, more things will be revealed to help you understand your esoteric essence. And it won't be in the dark anymore. You'll be hand in hand with you. And that's what we all need to be, hand in hand with ourselves. Instead of judging, instead of criticizing, instead of making excuses, instead of name calling. What else we do? We do so many things that is just ridiculous in my opinion. But not anymore. Embrace your esoteric self. You are the mystery. You are the mystical. Because we cannot see those non-physical parts of ourselves. Yes, the non-physical parts. Not see it. It can be felt though. This is why we have to feel ourselves. So if you don't feel yourself, then this is a moment for you to pause, to deep breathe, and start visualizing your heart and start breathing within your heart. And then ask your team, your higher self, why is it I am not feeling my heart? And then you flip it and say, I do feel my heart. I do feel the pulsation of my heart that loves infinitely. You flip it because our words are powerful, especially when you mean it from the heart. From the heart again, dear ones. So embrace, embrace, embrace your power. See, feel, hear, and know who you are because I see you. I see your beautiful essence right now, and I also see it in the future. And you come from a divine heritage that knows how to maneuver on this life journey. And how do you know these things? Because you operate through the deepest crevices of your heart. All right, beautiful ones, know thyself. Embrace your esoteric essence. And your esoteric essence is that mystical part of yourself that you were unaware of, that you were afraid of, that you looked in movies. Yeah, you got little images of yourself through movies because that is what the movies are there for, to help you remember those unknown parts of yourself. All right, beautiful ones. Much love to you. Enjoy this lovely day. And it is lovely because you exist in it. All right, beautiful ones, take care.